And welcome to the show. I'm your host, Joey Wobbs. That's Mr. Link, and welcome to Wabbslink, episode 27. We are here today, and I'm pretty sure Cass is going to be coming here shortly. From just my conversations, I'm sure he'll be here any minute now. But we're here today to have a conversation about the European competitions and what happened in Europe. Happened in Europe this week. We'll also speak a little bit about what's going to happen over the weekend and who we play over the weekend as well, because we all have Premier League games over the weekend. Link, my G, what is good? What is good?
Bro, it's, first off, blessed day. Always a pleasure to be here. Favorite thing to do each week. So pause, but happy to be here. I am exhausted. I am fasting. I am
Stop bitching.
delirious. I got 30 more minutes. I got food in the microwave waiting for me. I got a drink. I'm just waiting to open. Yeah, as you drink casually.
Yeah, stop bitching, man.
Yeah, big up, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm good, man. I'm good. We survived in Paris, and I'm looking forward to Southampton on the weekend.
Oh, you guys got Southampton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little break.
Very nice.
Cass, what's good, my dude? It's good to see you.
Yeah, we got robbed today, man. Referee loves giving Sociedad penalties against us,
I didn't even get to see what happened because I was watching
I saw none of the game.
You know what it is? It's like his arm, as he's jumping. You know when you jump here, you naturally do this. It's not like he's this, but you naturally, if you're a little bit smaller, you have to use
That's how you elevate.
arms. Yeah, that's how you elevate.
Yeah, to get some propel, you gotta propel yourself.
His arms is like this, and the ball's hit his arm there, but he's not like he's out there or up there.
It was tucked, is what you were saying. Let me go find it.
Yeah, it's like I look at it and I think like even the commentators said that's harsh, and some of the decisions the referee was doing, it's like, hold on, when they get advantage, they're allowed the advantage. Twice we was in 2-on-1 with Rasmus and Xerxes, and the other one where Bruno, I think it was Bruno, he passed it to Garnacho for a 1v1 and he pulled back for a free kick. And I'm thinking, what have you just done? Bro, people told me, like they've been watching Sociedad because of last year, that they're good. We absolutely, I'm not going to say we're going to absolutely decimate them, but the chances that we had, Bruno missed, Garnacho missed about 3 chances. Xerxes missed one. And I'm thinking, and he scored one as well, but it's just like, mate, we should have battered that team, man. We should have battered them. Like I looked at it and I thought that was solid. They didn't do nothing. They didn't even have a shot on target until the 82nd minute, which was a dangerous one, by the way. But yeah, man, we'll take the draws, and it could be worse. You could lose to AZ Alkmaar, who's 15th in Eredivisie or something like that.
Oh,
crazy!
I need to find get a Spurs fan on here just so to let them.
Is Mons coming on here?
Huh?
Is Mons coming on here?
I didn't invite. I invited him before, but he said he had some things after his show. So,
is that old chestnut?
Yeah.
You should tag Never a Foul, not Cass. By the way, you should pop up.
I did both.
On the powers. Oh, fair enough. Oh, you changed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I did both. All right. So,
Oh yeah. I see it now.
Cass, what's good for this weekend? And I'm trying to find, before I have a conversation about the second part of your tie. I want to find the incident you're speaking on. So, but what do you have going on? What is your team? Who do you play this weekend?
We played Arsenal. You know, the team that won 7 goals. Yeah, but you know what? I like. I had to think about it. I had to relax. I had to gather my bearings. Because when I made that judgment, I might have just been bloated from breaking fast, and I realized they deposited all their goals. So we should be all right on the weekend. Who's really scared of Arsenal's attack? Am I scared of Trossard, Martinelli, and that? No, he's not even there, is he? There you go. Nah, not really.
Not to bring up a sore subject, but after the 7-0, we lost. So.
Oh yeah, to the Cherries.
Yeah.
To Bournemouth. Yeah, I actually remember that.
So.
And to be honest, when you have those types of performances, a lot of the times it normally doesn't like correlate to like a run of games after like that type of performance normally, especially in Europe when you blow a team out like that. And the other thing is like I think you guys will. Well, I believe that Man U will be much more defensively resolute in that game, and they'll actually play a lower block and try to defend Arsenal in the way that they should be defended. Where PSV didn't really have the manpower to do it either. They were hurt in the center back roles. Really, they were really hurt in the center back roles. So, I saw they didn't play Bakayoko until the 30th minute. Like it was like a half team. It felt like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really did. It felt like a half team, and had credit to Arsenal for taking advantage of it, right? Like that's what you're supposed to do in those circumstances.
But this is why, look, when it comes to Arsenal, like you see the XG, yeah. This is why I hate it. It was under
It was like
2.
2 something. It was 2, yeah.
Under. No, it was under. It was under. And I'm thinking, how do you score 7 goals and then look at X? This is why XG stats, yeah. I think it's relevant sometimes, yeah. When I think it's best when a game is a little bit more back and forth and whatnot. You can, but
when the game is close, it's good. It's good to tell what level of the chances you had. You know what I'm saying? That question of who had the better chances, that's where you can get. That's what you can get from XG.
But that's my issue though. It's like, so if you're clinical, then you finished off whether it's a half chance or a chance. Like you score 7, but yet it's minus. It's underneath 2. No, your expected goals are 2, but you scored 7, mate. So really and truly, your expected goals should be a lot higher because it should change after half time. Like your expected goals, you've gone 3 up or something like that, right? I'm expecting you to go get 5. So why has it not gone up? Why has the expected goals not gone up then? Because you're expected to do more.
Because expected
it's not
goal
an ongoing metric. It's more of
it's crap, man.
It's
it's not a good stat. I'm not gonna like hate on the. It's not a good stat because it's so subjective. Regardless on how you look at it, Link, it's a subjective stat. Because you're placing a mark. You're placing a decimal. You're placing a decimal point number on a chance.
Yeah.
And that's the realistically in football, chances a chance in the essence can be anything. You can create anything from anywhere on the pitch. Okay, like and if you're good, if you're clinical enough, you'll be able to put it away. Like for me, you getting a 0.3 or 0.39 or whatever on a chance that's a tap in doesn't make sense to me. Or a 0.5 that's a tap in, just because you have 2 players around you, you have to tap it past the 2 players, but the goalie's nowhere near to be found. It's the same as if the goalie was right in front of you. So it's like, to me, the way that the stat itself is skewed. That there's nothing beneficial from the stat, in my opinion. The only thing that you can really gain from it is if the game is nip and tuck, you got a draw. A draw is a great way to be able to judge. XG is a great way to be able to judge a draw.
Maybe.
Because a draw, in the end, then you're looking at, all right, what level of chances based off of this subjective eye did we have? Then you have something to be able to base it off of. Okay? But outside of that, it's a bullshit stat.
But this is my thing, because yes, there's parts that are subjective in the fact that it's unfair for you to put the same evaluation on an opportunity regardless of the player. However, I do feel like, and especially in this game for Arsenal, and I think this works in Cass's favor, is that the fact that it was under 2 means the chances that they were scoring were coming from either not in their actual build-up play. They weren't created by Arsenal's offense. There were a lot of mistakes which we didn't see. And also you can say that the chance that they took, they probably won't take as often. It's one thing to look at it and say, oh, well, the XG was this amount, so they should have expected this goal. But if you look at how their XG plays out across the season, it's still in line with what they're doing. So you can make the argument that this was just a flash in the pan, because Arsenal isn't producing more than 2 XG most games.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's like you just played that level, right? Here's the thing is you play at that level, and when you play at that level, there's a sense of entitlement to be able to have that space. And when you get back to the Premier League, that space is not given to you. It's just not.
The
That's
European
the
game is slower.
unfortunate nature of it. Say again?
The European game is slower.
It's just a lot more space,
Yeah,
bro.
it is a lot more space. Like today, like it
A
was
lot more time given on the ball.
And this is what I said today, yeah, about earlier before you even played Sociedad. I said they lack PMP, they lack explosiveness, yeah, and they had to bring on Bacca just for that to be a bit of an issue. But we already subbed whoever we needed to sub out, and I'm thinking, cool, they didn't have Zubamendi, but the difference is we didn't have Ahmad, we didn't have Agate, we didn't even have Toby Collar on the pitch. It suited Casemiro, it suited Bruno, it suited a lot of these players. So for Anthony's, I suppose we could talk on it a little bit because it's relevant. It's like Anthony's agent to come out and say Amram's basically talking was about, it's suited to his characteristics because it's less physical and everything. Today shows what it is. It wasn't even a diss. It's like you can see from Sociedad.
The reality of the league.
Yeah, it's the reality of the league. It's a lot less physical. And United were, you would say in the Premier League, are one of the least physical teams, right? And they look like night and day above Sociedad. Like Dorgu against Takakuba. Oh, what did this guy got absolutely left it to Mazraoui sometimes. And I'm thinking, this is easy. Like, why is this so easy? It took to the 77th minute to the 82nd for them to start getting their gear together after their penalty, which shouldn't have been a penalty anyways. But regardless, United didn't finish their dinner. But it's just like, for me, it's just there's such a European football is so much slower, man. It's so much easier for, I would say, teams that are. There's more of an advantage if you've got more of a physical side, in my opinion. If you can sit back, if you can sit back.
So today, right? A good example is today, right? We played Copenhagen, right? And the one thing that a team can do to play against us because we don't have a striker right now is to be able to press us. They just didn't have the capability of pressing us for the entire game. It was like the first half they pressed us and we played with a couple we played with kids and stuff. Didn't look good, right? Swapped a couple of the kids out, put a couple of more first teamers in. They couldn't press us. They just couldn't. After 60 minutes, those legs were gone. They just could not do it. It didn't matter who else they put back out there because it just could not press us. And they weren't going to score unless we made a mistake.
What happened with you today? I was confused at this. I didn't watch the Chelsea game. I don't even want to watch the I don't even want to watch the highlights.
Yeah, you should. There's nothing to watch.
But this conference league might be harder than it looks, because I expect you to win. But then I see the other results. I'm seeing, wait, hold on.
Fiorentina lost.
Betis drew 2 at home.
Yep.
Panathinaikos beat Thingy 3-2.
Fiorentina.
You know what I mean? And I look at
the two teams that we expect to play in the final. Didn't get results today.
They got to go hard next game.
Yeah, they did not get results this game. They're going. I'm pretty sure Panathinaikos is going back to Greece for their game.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. No. They were in Greece today, so they'll be back in Fiorentina in the next leg. So because Olympiacos was in Bodo Glimt today. That was the other great team. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like the way that these teams they just can't handle the physical nature of these of the other teams really. Like you kind of even saw it with Villa against what's it called? Bruges. Like eventually their PNP ended up outdueling them. Couple mistakes caused from being able to press high up of the pitch.
Yeah.
Ends up turns into goals. It's literally every team outside of the Liverpool game. Was the physical nature of the game was shown by levels from an English standpoint. Levels on every single game. I didn't watch Tottenham, but I don't consider Tottenham a serious team to worry about in Europe. So like that's just
Tottenham aren't a series.
When I say remember it was only having this conversation. If you lot were in the chat, and they were talking to like whether it's Deji or Jules or whatever, it's just like I told these man, like when it comes to this European gimmick, we're not seeing each other in the final, bro. We're beating one of the better teams at the moment. You know, like even when we play Lyon, did anyone actually catch the highlight? Like even watch the game of Lyon today?
No, I didn't.
Stade Bucharest are crap, but Lyon made hard work of it, and I'm thinking, is this what we got to come up against? Lyon, like for all the
Lyon isn't good, bro. Lyon is not good.
Off the bus,
Cass, let me put it into perspective for you. Strasbourg, the team we bought just a year ago and rebuilt with a bunch of young kids, are 2 points away from Lyon, and Lyon do not have their manager for the rest of the rest of the year.
Boy, oh yeah, they ain't even got. Yeah, you're right.
So like they're 2 points off of Strasbourg and have beaten Marseille twice. Like Strasbourg is gonna take that European spot off of Lyon this year. Like that's legitly gonna happen.
Yeah.
So like you're like, bro, you're playing a club that's at the level of our feeder club. That's what you're playing.
I thought they were doing all right in Ligue 1 today, though.
No, it's Monaco and PSG.
Monaco, PSG, and Marseille.
Yeah, Marseille.
Those are the three teams that are doing well.
The felons.
And even like a team like Brest, I know we all make jokes, but they're not that good. Like I watched Strasbourg against them. Strasbourg played them off the pitch. They got a championship manager at Strasbourg playing them off the pitch.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, there you go then. But it's just like the thing is, sometimes I look at it and I like to say league form and European form are two different things.
That's true.
Do you get it? So it's like that's all I look at, anyways.
All right.
Like, look today, for instance, Tottenham, you know, like they were doing much better in a way, or AZ Alkmaar, they do better in European because it's a lot slower. But the issue is, Ange thinks you can play high line, flipping, go ham in Europe, thinking teams will break on you and they'll punish you, right?
Yeah,
and they've been getting away with it. Like United ain't lost in Europe all season. The thing is, like people say about Amorim, about look what he's doing in the league, right? And I'm like, cool, he's doing as bad or if not worse than Ten Hag or whatever. But Ten Hag had us near enough bottom of Europa to find us near the top. So,
this is the wrong channel for you to think that we're gonna hate on Amorim. This is the wrong channel. Neither me or Link are going to sit here and tell you that he's been perfect, but at the same time, there is not gonna be a better manager that you're going to get beyond him. So. I'm going to be serious. The level of manager that he is, I still believe if you provide him a few more pieces, the team is a 4x better product. But there's too many. The one thing that I wonder with that team is the political side of the Portuguese situation. Like you guys, Saeed loves to do the joke "obrigado," but that's something that I actually do wonder. Does he have a favoritism towards these Portuguese players?
I don't think so. I think a lot of Portuguese players these days that's where a lot of talent comes from. Like Kenda, he's a mad talent. People forget he's 17. People want to talk and rave about Ranieri, right? But
you guys get Quenda. You guys
look what Quenda's doing as well. I know he's Portuguese. I think Ranieri's ceiling's a lot higher. To be fair, he looks settled in it. So I'm not going to say that, but he's that young. People forget. And Nacio, let's not forget, these are all young players. Liverpool wanted him. We wanted him. I think Chelsea was slightly linked, but he would have been perfect now. But you got Cucurella at that time. Like you look at a lot of these other players, you can go in Porto. I'm taking Alan Varela in a heartbeat. Are you mad? I was screaming, "Don't go Liverpool! Please don't go Liverpool! Don't go Liverpool." Look at Nico Gonzalez. I don't see people raving about Ruben Diaz or Nico Gonzalez or Bernardo Silva's all come out Portuguese league. The issue is a lot of the talent these days.
Now Enzo Fernandez is looking real good.
If you want talent now, I think the talent, well, yeah, it depends. But a lot of talent now either comes from South America, which is your up and coming talent, Portugal or France. That's where the main talent is. It's not Spain. It's not Germany. It's not Italy.
But you say that that's the pipeline. If they're not getting bought from South America, they're going to Portugal, and then we're seeing them there.
Yeah,
And
or
then
they're
they
going
go
to France.
how much money?
Yeah.
Or even the Brazilians and the Argentines are going to France too.
Because
Like,
everywhere,
either
we're
they're going to
looking,
Portugal or they're going to France.
South
There's one or
Americans
the
got
other.
all, like a lot of the athletes, but you deep it. But that's where do you think the African talent's going? It's going into France.
Mhm.
That's where you get to see a lot of these players that you know.
France.
Do you know what I mean? And this is why France, like, I would not look at the French league
And
and
they
say
get
I
them
wouldn't put
young,
down
too.
as much as they used to. Yeah,
France
exactly.
gets them real young from those
On that
African
colonization
academies.
thing.
So did Jeffrey,
Yeah.
but here we are. But what's it called? My whole thing is that's where the talent is right now. Germany ain't producing mad talent. Italy ain't producing mad talent. England, we'll see. I'm not.
I think it's not that they're
I'm
not
I'm
producing
convinced,
talent.
not
It's the
convinced.
athleticism, the athletic part of it. It doesn't
Yeah.
correlate as well into the Premier League from those leagues comparably.
I'm
Like the Germans, the Spaniards, the Italians. None of their
right now. Let me give you another one.
athleticism
The
translates.
Turkish youth right now are looking like Turkey in the not this World Cup coming, maybe the next World Cup. Look like they're going to be sick.
Big up, Igal. Appreciate you, G.
I feel like
Big
I'm
up,
going to be
Igal.
seeing. I feel like I'm going to be seeing. You know, the Turkey team I saw about like nearly 15, 14 years ago. You know, with Arda.
The other
Turan,
team that I
Ruben,
want you to watch out for, Cass, is
Crazy.
Georgia.
Alton topping them.
Watch out for Georgia. They got a
Yeah,
young
that's
crop
an
of kids
Alton top.
coming
That's
up.
crazy.
They got a young crop of kids coming up in Georgia too. What's the other? Oh, Greece. Greece is coming up with a bunch of young kids too.
I
Yeah.
see that they got a couple defenders that are really
That
good. innit?
attacker at Nuremberg that we were supposed to get.
Yep, Solskjaer. And then the winger that
There's two
Wow, what was-
Solais, isn't there?
Yeah,
What?
there is. Yeah,
There's two Solais.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
two
there is, there is,
Solskjaer.
there is.
The winger that who does he play for though? I can't remember who he plays for.
no idea.
I think he plays for PSV if I'm not mistaken. That's why
Regardless, I don't think Amram's a problem because I don't think it matters what coach comes in. You're not winning. You want to go play what he thought he could try, and it's like you have your limitations because no matter who's got that attack, Man United are not scoring goals. Who's scoring goals with what manager and with this attack?
Who scored your goal today?
Xerxes.
Xerxes.
The thing is,
Okay.
people point.
Pavlidis plays for Benfica.
People
Sorry.
point towards,
Yeah,
if you had
Pavlidis
Ahmad
plays
Rashford
for
Xerxes,
Benfica.
if you had Ahmad Xerxes,
but he's kind of
Rashford-
older. I'm thinking of like young talent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cass. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I said the only thing is like my most balanced three would obviously be the one of Ahmad, Xerxes, Rashford, but that's still got limitations.
Oh,
So,
100%.
Even
And
Bruno
even
Fernandes-
Rashford, you can't go with Rashford from this point forward now. Like
No.
Like
That's-
Rashford has to be.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that was an Amarin thing. I think because it was too instantaneous for it to be like, oh, I don't like his push to shove. I just reckon he probably either never rated him beforehand,
Mhm.
but the club also wanted him out. No matter what, the club said, "You're on big bags. We need to get rid of this guy. No matter what, you need to force him out." I think he's been forced out. And fair
Yeah,
enough, I don't
100%.
care.
But Cass, remember what I told you though, right?
Yeah,
I told you that this was going to happen with at least two of your academy products.
you did. You know what? You're the first one to say it, and then you know what? It could be both of them. If Kobe's trying to. The thing is, I don't think Kobe's going to get this 180, but he's not getting that nowhere. If
No,
that
he's
is
not
to be
getting
true.
180 anywhere.
Well, I
Like,
reckon
he wants 180.
anyone that believes Chelsea's going to give him 180 is freaking
No,
dumb.
no, but I reckon-
they're
anyone.
absolute idiots.
Like
They're not. He's
some-
not getting 180 anywhere.
My whole thing is his agent's gone high, we've gone low. They're going to meet somewhere around the middle. That's
Yeah.
just how that's negotiation tactics.
They use
so.
our name to get the deal across the line.
Yeah, I reckon he ends up on 130, which I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
that's good. That's a good number.
Give him a 5+1.
130 is a good number for a young, like your most talented youngster. Like that's what you should pay your most talented youngster. That's what Cole is. That's what Cole's on.
But my whole thing is, do I believe he should be getting more than Mazraoui? No,
No.
I don't.
It just sets you up. It sets you up for.
I
failure
think
with
if
your wage
the
structure
thing
in
is
4
though,
years.
Cass,
Is
here's the
worth
thing:
with
is I
Ahmad
think
and Norris
Chelsea
Wade?
would give
No.
him 130. I think
Is he-
Chelsea would.
Yeah, the thing is, I think, a lot of times
Chelsea would give him
I think a lot
130.
because you haven't paid no money for him, so that's one thing. Man United ain't had to pay no 20, 30,
Right.
40 million. So I hear it, man. But I think the thing is the storm's here, and if United ride out the storm, I do believe there will be something better next season to see as a whole. Where others want results now and everything now, when it's like, bro, we're not getting no now. We got a man. People love to talk about standards at this club, yeah, and it's like, cool. This brother is speaking a good game. He's talking about the standard. He knows everything we're talking about surgery in all
He
parts.
just doesn't have the tools to be able to get that standard to where you want it to be.
And we go back to low block
That's
football.
just what it
Great.
comes
We probably
down to.
play low block against Arsenal.
No,
Probably
that's
end up
normal.
get a result. People will be creaming it. It's like, yeah, but then they'll be like, okay, but what kind of style are you gonna go with though? Like, what is it? What's his identity? It's all the same conversation. There's no winning with this guy, man. So it's like, I just don't subscribe to it.
Here's the thing, right? Like, I think though, like I said before to you, and I warned you about what was going to happen. There's going to be 2 academy players, 2 out of the 3 people that were our academy players, and I think Garnacho's still on the table for him to be sold.
No, he needs to be the first one to go.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but I do think
crap.
he's on the table.
I feel sorry for youngsters these days, yeah, because they I don't know if they support United or they do it, and it's like, oh, I want to rep a player. You look at Garnacho and says, yeah, that's the player I want. That's the player I think is sick. I'm like, these man never play cage football in their entire career. They're probably the fat kid that got put in goal, yeah, and that's it. All the other olders are too busy to say, yeah, go and goal. And then when they come out of goal, you're dead. You don't even want to pass you. It's like, that's the way I look at it, because you never know what football is. I grew up on cage football. That's how you get tough. I don't know if it's over there. I don't know if you have cage soccer or whatever, cage football.
I played indoors, so it's the same thing.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. We don't have cage
indoors.
football.
Is not the same. Indoors and cage football is different. I'm telling you now, man.
You think so? You think it's that much different?
You go on rock hard concrete that's not level, then people will know about it.
Like, we have concrete courts, but it's not
rough.
like that. And it's more of like,
See, it's more cage basketball than is what they.
Yeah. So exactly like that.
Street ball. That's exactly.
Yeah. I play cage basketball all the time.
How do youngers get good at basketball? How do youngers get good? They all tell their older. They get
on the concrete, on the hardwood, on the concrete.
That's what football is. Football is a working man's game, bro. It's like you got to grow from me, in my opinion, from cage football, playing that for the love of it. Don't care if your knees get grazed, your elbows get grazed. It is what it is. If you get bumped by like an older, that's it, bro. You can't say nothing. You get up and step your game up. Try to get better. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. And if you get kicked in your knee, you're not going down like a little bitch. You're getting up because you just get laughed at.
We had a concrete court like that when I was at my club. Brutal.
See, now we always played indoor. We were a little bougie place. All the places I played when I played ball was always like indoor, like a lacrosse indoor field. You know what I'm saying?
I used to like that back in school. In school, yeah, when it was cold and you can't do what the teacher wanted to put in, is that you forget we're just gonna play indoor football. I used to love it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a pain in your socks and slide everywhere, or you get.
Now, did you have the turf that you had to play on?
Yeah, it's the smooth like basketball turf base, not basketball turf. Yeah, a little bit like that, to be fair. Yeah, like the gymnasium turf, that one. Okay. But when we used to do that, I used to love it, man, because that's when you get to see who's really got technical ability.
Yeah, that's when you can see who really can hold on.
Who can ball?
Yeah.
Who can hold on to the ball like on their own?
Yeah, man. They used to shout your numbers, and then you just go from one end, and so say 10 and 23. That means 10 and 23 from each team used to run. Go hit.
It's not that hot out right now.
It's sick, man. I used to love that, man.
But yeah, so let's get back to I want to just have a quick conversation about that comment that I made on with you earlier. So like I said, I believe that 2 of the 3, so I still think it's going to be the 2 wingers. Like I thought from the jump it's going to be the 2 wingers and you're going to pay mine. But at this point, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 go within the next 2 or 3 windows. I really would not be surprised if all 3 are gone within the next 2 or 3.
Who's that?
So Rashford, Garnacho, and Mino, because all of them would be considered pure profit on your books, which would allow you to double spend. You know what I mean by double?
Triple spend actually, but
technically it's triple spend, but I like just
you don't want to do that. Ineos don't want to do that anyways. But my whole thing is, I don't think Manu goes, because there's a lot of our academy prospects that are trying to break into the first team, Jack Fletcher's and etc. What's his name? Harry Amas. I think they all get sold, whether it's 5, 10s, 12 million,
I mean that's also possibilities too.
But I don't think Manu goes, because United, the thing is, you got Eriksen leaving, you got Casemiro who's not wanted. Who else is there that's gone? We're pretty much lacking another midfielder right now as we speak anyways. Man United need about 3 midfielders as we speak. 3 midfielders, and do you get it? So it's like, the way I look at it is he going to view Ahmad's future as the inside 10, or do you look at him as a wing back? Does that solve that issue, or can you just use both? You don't need 3 midfielders. You let another midfielder go. I know you said 2-3 years. At the moment, that's why I don't see Kobe going in the summer. I think he gets his deal.
No, I said 2-3 windows.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Potentially,
said
if you
maybe
don't
by year 2 of this project with Amarim,
I would say
he would be gone.
I would say if he doesn't develop by 2027 summer, he'll probably be gone by then. Because if someone else has got his spot,
it's going to be Rashford first, right? We know it's going to be Rashford first.
But people forget that, like, the age thing is quite relevant with Manu, because when he's 19, but you can see that he's got talent in it.
Right.
My thing is with Manu is whenever he does play, he's only been given one chance in that left 10. We've only seen it once.
Right.
Twice, maybe.
I was going to ask that, where is he going to play?
I want him at the left 10. I think he could develop if there's someone else that should be in that spot that's more senior. That's why I want a Cunha or something like that.
Isn't he left-footed, though?
No, he's right. Okay. But my whole thing, I think the left 10's better. But the thing is, with Manu, this is what he's turning into right now as we speak, in my opinion, a luxury player. Because he's not really was carrying the team as much. But we've seen him.
I think, though, wherever he goes, he becomes a luxury player.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he doesn't need to become that, because where's the engine gone? It should be there. Like, where's that? Like, he used to get back defending the ball on the line, clamping in tight spaces, getting clutch goals. He could become that. But the thing is, if you're going to play 4 in the midfield, there has to be one that's probably a luxury player anyways.
Yeah.
But for me, he's a player that needs ballers around him as well. Like, I'm going to be totally honest. He needs a left wing back to run beyond him. He needs a striker that runs in behind. He needs to know that 2 midfielders behind him are going to keep the ball and give him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's the one that's going to carry a midfield all the time by himself, but he needs to develop. If you want to be at a big club, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, you got to be the player that can step up and carry your team.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he that? That's the question. Is will he do that? Is he that? Do you know what I mean? And we'll see what goes from there, because I'm going to be honest here. I don't know where Bruno Fernandes fits in next season under Amarim. Now, people are going to be like, oh my God, but he's your best player. Yeah, but we're 15th, 14th. Who cares? My whole thing is, Bruno, we need more legs in the midfield in the 8. Yeah, we need someone that can ping the ball, that's got quite good direction. Then you're probably going to keep with Toby, Colin, Agate. I don't mind that option for now, yeah? But you need an 8. But then you don't want Bruno in the 10 either, because he's not good there. Do you get what I mean? He's not effective enough. Right now, I kind of like his positioning, but it's like, but you want to move on as a club, you want to dominate the midfield. Where does he actually fit in? If I get Cunha, yeah, and I'm just gonna say Edison for now, because I think there's other options out there as well, yeah. But it'll be hot conversation to get in it if you can get him for the right price. We'll see in it. I'm just gonna put his name for it as an example.
A conversation piece.
Yeah, where does he fit in? Because you don't get on the right, because I like Ahmad. Well, I want Quenda on the wing or Ahmad. So one of them. Maybe he fits on the right hand side. Maybe. But then it's like, he ain't going to get on my left hand side. He's not going to get my defensive mid. He's not going to fit in my 8. So he's going to be bench.
Well, you need someone to bench him. That's the problem. Like, it's not going to happen until someone benches him.
But you know,
like, that's the biggest problem.
My whole curiosity is, if you put runners though around Bruno, I'm very intrigued to see what he can really do though.
Except you kind of have to form the system around him.
Because Bruno, if Bruno's there, I want to play him against. If there's a low block, I don't need a Garte on the pitch. Go get me Bruno. I want to go from outside the box. Do you get it? I don't need it. I don't need all them players. Just put Edison there, more active, and then put, like, let's say, just for instance, and then a Bruno. I hear it, but is he going to be happy with that? You got 2 more years left on your deal, mate. It's going to be squeaky bum time come 2027. You only got 1 year extension that was already on the contract.
I mean,
I think you probably only got 1 more year of Bruno after this.
Maybe. And I don't mind. I can't wait. I think he's one of the more important players, but he needs to, for me, Man United will never win stuff with players, in my opinion, that are net negative on a team, that give away the ball so cheaply, so much all the time, no matter where they are on the pitch. I don't care what output they've got. When was the last time we see Man United dominate a game consistently with Bruno in the midfield? And I can tell you when.
Pogba was probably playing.
Exactly. And guess what? He got injured, then it became McFred. We ain't dominated games consistently since. Because you can't do it with him in the team. It's always about unlocking Bruno. Why do I want to unlock a player that's about 30, 31 years of age? Why do I want that? I don't want that. That's long. We need to build a team that caters to the striker, whoever that is.
Yeah,
And
you don't have
and
a
you know,
striker.
you know what? And my whole thing is that whole gimmick. Cheeto, where he comes on, a 17-year-old creates his own luck, creates his own chances, does the correct runs. All of a sudden, United look better in 2-3 different games. So really and truly, the spear point is a huge issue. It makes me wonder if you
All
do
right,
go get.
let's do. I'm gonna speak on my game. I'm gonna speak on Link's game, and then we'll do the little game that we do, yay or nay on players. Okay, so I'll list off a bunch of players for Manchester United. You'll just do yay or nay and some reasonings why. Okay,
Go
but
on.
before we do that, let's get to Link's game. Link's game from the week. I want to speak on Liverpool and what happened with Liverpool this week. My game's not as interesting because we're in Conference League. But Link, you had PSG this weekend. This week, you guys decided to do some more Mourinho ball. And hey, as a avid Mourinho lover, I give you big props for the Mourinho ball that you guys pulled off in that game. Big props. Okay. So, hey, kudos to you on the dub. Do you guys take that type? What do you guys do back at Anfield, though? Is my question.
Hopefully nothing.
If Slot, I feel like Slot has really took onus to understand Liverpool and his club. So to answer that question, I don't think there's much other than to just leave it up to Anfield. I don't think the crowd will allow us to sit back like that, the way we did in France. So I think you'll see tactics more similar to what we saw in the second half. It didn't look great at times, and I'm glad you said it was a Mourinho-like performance, but all of their XG, not all, most of their XG came in the first half. Like they had 0.4 XG in the second half. Like we started to press them a little bit more. I'm upset that we didn't press Vitinha at all. He had way too much time on the ball, and he looked like the best midfielder out there because of it. But
yeah, except the problem with pressing Vitinha is if he gets around your guy, he normally cuts you right open.
Yeah,
that's the big problem with him. So like you either the real way to defend him is to cut the passing lanes, and that's really what you guys decided to do, and force him to hit the long ball to the wings, and then defend your box. Like that's the way that it looked. Majority of the time, the only way they had any type of like build up, in my opinion, was that they would get up the pitch between the pivot, right? And the pivot is very easy for them to get up the pitch. That was the one thing I really did not like from the way that you guys did. Because normally you'll start your press high, right? And then drop it after the ball gets past you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the ball was just getting right past you guys
with ease.
Every time. Like it was like, oh, Vitinha had the
Salah and
I
Diaz
forgot who was
terrible.
the Neves in the pivot with him, right? All they had to do was one drop in, one moved over, moves over, the ball went this way.
So much space and time to move and
it was
free, bro.
I was like, what is Liverpool deciding to do here? But you guys box defended really well. I don't know if you guys can box defend like that again, though.
Well, that's the thing. Like our center backs can play to that level again. I highly doubt that I will get that performance from Trent and Robertson as far as last ditch tackles and not being completely abused. I know that Robertson got beat a number of times.
I think Trent got abused too.
I don't think Trent played well.
He played well, but he got abused, bro. He was like 4 of 16 on his duels. Like it wasn't a pretty performance. I'll tell you that.
Okay, fair. So exactly. So that ugly performance that led to a clean sheet can lead to 2 or 3 goals against, and I think that's the point that we all see. Yeah. So I am worried about that.
I mean, shit. Can Allison just pull it out of his hat again, though? That's really what it comes down to.
Champions League Allison is a thing. I don't know if people knew that, but I said that before the game. Champions League Allison is 100% a thing. However, we don't want to. He's unreal, but we can't. Okay, I'll say this. If the shots are similar to the shots that they were taking in the second half, if it's 20, 25 out, you can take those all day. I will bet on Allison. You know?
Yeah. So, no, I hear you.
but it's
If you let Vara get in the box enough, though, he's gonna fucking finish one of these. Though, like you let him in the box so frequently, bro, without anybody coming to second man help. Like it just felt like, bro, like what are we doing? Robertson is getting dived. You don't put a second man on him.
Yeah, you say that, but on the other hand, what we did do, because we didn't do that, what we did do very well is that when they got the ball out to the wings, and it happened more and more as the game progressed. When they tried to get the ball to the other 8 or pivot and move it across the box, they couldn't do it. They had to stay on that side. So that's why you were seeing so many opportunities for Robertson and Trent.
No, you guys are midfield. Your midfield was perfectly placed for most of the game. The one performance that won't get enough credit is Diaz. Luis Diaz had to chase fucking Hakimi all game up the pitch. He had to chase. He was chased all game. He was chasing Hakimi all fucking game, and he did a great job keeping up with him and staying with him for pretty much 60 minutes, 70 minutes until he got taken off. You got to give him credit for that, because Hakimi can ruin a game for you if you do not keep him as a option that is going to if that winger does not cover Hakimi coming back, he's gonna be open. And he was open a lot, but Diaz was just on his bike for the entire game to keep up with him. So I got to give him a little bit of credit for that. Once again, it was a Mourinho type performance, right? To me, that's the way I saw it. Like they scumbagged one, and hey, you guys deserved it because you scumbagged it. And hey, if other teams do that in the Champions League, credit to them. But
I hear, but let me be shameless for a bit, because as much as we scumbagged it in the first half, we had a couple of chances where we were a pass or two away from being through.
Yeah,
I thought there were a couple, and it's a pattern play that you've seen where the ball goes to the right or it goes into the striker.
There's one, I'll tell you, Salah, so I'm both into Nunes, by the way. Salah didn't get to Nunes, Szoboszlai didn't get into Nunes. Both of them.
But that was just in the second half. In the first half, there were near misses on passes where we would have been through if we connected on that last pass because of where their line is.
Well, you guys had a couple balls go across the face of the goalkeeper that probably could have been latched onto, but
but so could they.
It's like, yeah. Exactly.
To me, it's but so did they. Yeah, so they did too, though. So to me, it was extremely nip and tuck. The one thing that I think that will affect PSG is that is a young team, and that is a very demoralizing loss. That is a very demoralizing loss.
It's crazy. Wait, what you got there? Lemon and lime. Yeah. Man says sparkling. Oh, it's lemon and lime. I'll let you off. They're kind of dope.
Yeah, it depends on the brand. But but they were talking mess for the game. I don't know why Joao Neves thinks he can come out and presses and like call his shot, bro. Who are you?
But he did though.
And they lost.
I don't like that kid, by the way.
He's wicked. He's wicked, man.
Wicked, but he's got the Bernardo Silva prick gene in him. But
but everyone would love that if they had that in their team.
Sure,
I can hear you, but I don't know about. I don't know. He reminds me too much of Gavi, and I've never liked Gavi as a footballer. It has like a Gavi. It has a Gavi Pedri combination feel to it.
You got a deep
Neves combo. It has a Gavi Pedri combo.
You got a deep though. These man pressed. Game relentlessly, and it's like they weren't tired. Vitinha is not tired. Never, bro. Fabian Ruiz, the only one that looked like he was getting a little bit more time. Maybe
they didn't press. They had 70% of the ball.
No. I said they press you all game. Every time you got
it's the ball. It's not that I don't think Neves is a good player. By the way,
Vitinha is world class. Can we?
100%.
He's world class, bro. He's different.
Yeah.
He's different.
He's different, bro.
No debate.
I can't believe we had him, and he said, "You know what? Who's not going to take over Ruben Neves? Vitinha."
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, that's to me. That's the first person Madrid buy after Modric retires.
It's
They're going.
no,
That's
because
the first person in my
No.
mind. That's the first person.
no,
they
who
go
they
for.
meant to, but no, they're going for what's it called, isn't it? They want Zubamendi for that. They want to build their Spanish core, innit? That's why they're looking at Dean House and they're looking at what's it called? What's his name?
away from
Zubamendi and whatnot. They want all
They're
those
gonna
players.
get
Yo, I would-
Hoyston now, bro. You know that Hoyston deal's done. Madrid's
Yeah.
got him now.
Madrid
If they
probably
want him,
can.
they
It's a,
got
rele-
him.
it's, a, it's a nice
Yeah, the
release. It
release
was
clause.
well within their
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah, it is.
55
got-
million.
They need Alab. They need to replace.
And Bournemouth
Rudiger,
would
all of
rather
them.
sell to somebody outside the league, in my opinion.
Correct.
Well, if it's a top team, why would they care, man? They're not that. Let's be real.
No, I think
No, but
they believe they could be that. That's the reason they
especially, I don't
wouldn't
want to sell to Chelsea.
Yeah,
And if
Yeah,
you
but
think
that's
that you're
different.
only
That's
one
different.
player away from getting to the Liverpools, like
they
if you're
also
trying-
know that team's gonna get freaking ripped apart this summer.
Yeah, but it's gonna. They're looking like the thing is they look like the new version of Brighton a little bit, only because their recruitment's been really good, etc., etc.
Their recruitment has been very good.
I've ever since I swear down, it's like ever since flipping all these investors are coming for them. It's like they need a bigger stadium, really. But the thing is, can they do it again?
Don't they have like a 20,000 person stadium? It's like ridiculous small.
Less. It's like 14, bro. I think, or 17.
God damn, bro.
But the thing is, it's like, are they gonna do it? Can they do it again next year? You know, they got Tottenham on the weekend at Tottenham's ground. It's gonna be a decent game, man.
Bournemouth or Tottenham, they're gonna smack Tottenham.
I don't know about that.
Bournemouth versus the highlight.
Tottenham. I think this. I'm not gonna lie. See, if they get knocked out by Alkmaar, that is gonna be my man's last game. International break, he's gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
Yeah.
Who they got next week as well? I swear Tottenham's got a mad game
Me.
after Bournemouth.
we got us.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
I'm gonna see Brian Mason. He's back in charge and all this stuff. He's gone, man.
Let me go back and get Archie Gray, bro. Bring Archie Gray to Liverpool. Go get Van de Ven too.
Nah, you don't want Van de Ven, bro.
You
Yes,
know,
we
I want Van de Ven.
Nobody wants Van de Ven. I'm telling you right now.
Because he's injury.
You
Those
think that
hamstrings
hamstring's
are
done?
never going to recover. I'm promising you right now.
think
Them
that
shits are
hamstring's done?
never going to recover. Same with Botman. Botman, never going to recover, bro. Never. He's out for the rest of the year, too.
He got hurt
never
again.
recover from them shits.
Botman got hurt again.
Yep, 10 months.
Yeah. What?
What?
Yep.
How?
I just saw it. Yeah, he's getting surgery. 10 months.
Oh,
10
well,
months
that's
on-
the Carabao. That's the Carabao.
No. Did you?
Oh,
not
yeah,
see?
you guys got
They
the care about that shit's
Yeah,
over.
they got no Lewis Hall, no Botman. Isak's a
no
doubt.
No Gordon.
Isak's a
Isak-
doubt.
Isak's a doubt. He just doesn't want to play, bro.
No, he's not going to play.
He's got a niggle.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
He
yeah.
might.
He
but I
wants to
don't
go
think
to
he will.
Liverpool. Why would he play against Liverpool?
You know, he wants to go anywhere that's going to give him Champions League football consistently, man.
Liverpool.
Yeah, maybe.
It's unfortunate. It's what it is, though. Liverpool.
Yeah, but I don't know if Liverpool going to
I
put the
don't know.
money up.
I
Yeah.
also think that Barcelona will try.
I think Barcelona will try, but this is my thing. I
Man
think
said
we might go
Barcelona
back for
going to try
Gordon.
it.
I do.
How is Barcelona going to try? Please let me know, please. Just anywhere.
They're gonna
anywhere,
make
please.
bro. Barcelona are about to sell like 30% of their squad, and they're gonna sell like 2 or 3 of their academy players.
No,
For
just
me,
see
Casado,
what you said though.
Like, these
They-
kids, these kids are not gonna be there for that.
Yeah,
long.
but they can't afford to do up 120s, 100 millions, and all this stuff. They're not doing
Yeah,
that.
you
man.
say that until they fucking do that shit, bro.
Until they get their new stadium back here, obviously, well, their refurbished stadium and all that, bro. They got so much transfer payments to go out, and they got so much debt to still pay off at the moment. They're doing really well with it, by the way.
No, they have.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say what I say. Like I know Barcelona doesn't
If
seem like
Barcelona
the
come,
type
if
of team
Barcelona
that
come
would
in,
do
I
something
reckon
like that.
he's got. Oh, can you imagine that?
I
bro?
just
That's
don't think
unfair.
anybody puts 150 down.
But Lamine
That's
Yamal,
the one
Rafinha,
thing.
and Isak.
It's gonna have to take Isak to be like, I want to leave, and you guys have to let me get out of here for it to be anything other.
He's
than
gonna have to transfer this. He's gonna have.
He's gonna have to ask for a move. Like he's gonna have to ask.
But the thing is, he's got like 3.5 years left. 4 years left
Exactly.
in the ball, man.
That's
got
the
3 years.
difference. That's why I don't think nothing happens this summer. That's what I've been. Link from the beginning of this. I said Isak is not going anywhere. People can keep
If he was
saying
smart,
he
man,
is
he would have put
until
release
he
clause in there, man.
says until Isak goes and says,
Sell me.
"Sell me." Thank you.
Yes, he has to put in a transfer request, or it's not gonna happen. And I think that's what we're hoping for. But on the same token, I feel like we're going to try to get someone from Newcastle just because of the failed Gordon bid. So whether it's Gordon or Isak, I would
Yeah,
love
but I
to
think
keep
I
both.
didn't Gordon do his new deal. I think really.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
just got a new deal.
Yeah, that would be a
Or he
different,
just
more
got a new
difficult
deal in
one.
January.
Yeah, that would be a little bit more difficult in my opinion. But it's
All right,
like
give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna be right back.
I think it's mad naive from like Specs to think that he's going to keep hold of all these players.
They can't. No club that we've seen in the last 10 years has been able to keep a core together that either doesn't have consistent Champions League football or hasn't won a trophy in the last 5 years.
That's
And
what I'm
Newcastle hasn't
saying.
won one in 70.
And he's going to want to play Champions. He's at prime age coming up. Like, what is he like? 25 or 26?
Yeah, he's 20. He's
Yeah.
about to
Bro,
be that-
I'm
that
expecting
age.
kind of a Newcastle fall off in the end of the season.
I don't know, but I keep telling people this shit, and I don't know if it's going to be true or not. But every time there's an international break here, after it's finished, they always elevate. Always,
What,
all the time.
Newcastle?
Yes, bro. They go on this mad spree, man. They just win. They just win. It's like, oh, they got all these players back, that players back, that players back, that players back. Cool, whatever.
Except they don't this time is the difference.
Yeah, but this time they'll just have no botman, which they haven't really had all season anyways. Lewis Hall will be back and Isak will be fit. It will be done. It will be like, okay, cool. It'll be like
We'll
back to
see.
normal.
We'll see. I still don't believe that team ends up in the top 5.
Hey, question.
Possible, man.
How bad do we have to do in Europe as a country, as far like the Premier League, for them to lose the 5th spot? Because right now everyone said it's a foregone conclusion that we get it.
I think it's a fifth. I think we get it.
It's nearly a foregone conclusion. Let me explain it to you just so it's easy to grasp, okay? There's 3 other leagues, right? Germany, Italy, and in Spain, okay?
Yeah.
In the Champions League, for coefficient purposes, Champions League is the highest level of coefficient purposes. Italy has had 3 teams knocked out. The only team left is Inter. The 2 Spanish teams are playing. 2 of the Spanish teams are playing against each other, and then the 2 of the German teams are playing against each other.
Oh,
So
wow.
by the end of this, it could be 3 English teams, more than likely, because as long as you get through, Villa and Arsenal are already through.
Yeah.
2 Spanish teams, Barcelona and either Madrid, and then 1 German team and 1 Italian team if Inter gets through. And we already have like a few 100-point lead in coefficient points.
Okay. Okay.
So like there's not really a way for them to catch up unless like one league wins
Everything.
everything.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So like it literally would take like some substantial shit to fucking happen for one of these other leagues to take the spot from us.
Yeah, it's just with United, I still think we'll go through, but with Spurs, the conversation has been.
It doesn't matter, bro, because there's not. It literally none of that. Europa is like. Europa and Conference League are like minuscule points compared to what Champions League is. Minuscule, comparably, and even then, like, what's the chances of like Bilbao, Betis, and fucking one of the Spanish teams winning? Because that's what it would have to really be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's Sociedad. I mean, Sociedad's in, but if Man U knock out Sociedad, it's like no brainer. That's it. There's nothing left because there's going to be multiple teams in other leagues. Like, will be not going through as well as Betis, but we still have 100-point. We have like a couple 100-point gap on coefficients. So I'm not like it's more. It's going to be. The 5th team in this league is going to get Champions League this year. They're going to have to play qualifiers, but it's going to be that would be interesting if it is Chelsea to play those qualifiers, because we'd be going from Club World Cup to like a week and a half preseason to Champions League qualifiers. Like,
can I say something completely unrelated?
Sure, go for it.
Jota's been a fucking joke this season.
He needs to get sold.
Yeah, but that's the problem. We can't sell both of them. And
You can. Why not?
You can.
I would. You know what I'll do? I'll just put Jaden Danz as your second strike and go get a top boy. Like like Isak.
Like Isak, yeah.
The thing is, both of them.
Isak's like I've warned you about Isak already, though. He's never had that many seasons. He's only had one season.
If Nunes just developed half a brain, bro, he would be perfect for this.
Yeah, but we could say that about a lot of players. If Ahmad was super fast, he'd be the best player in the world.
No, I didn't know. That's asking for genetics to change.
Yeah, but IQ. But you said IQ. That's also
that's also genetics.
No, decision making though
is genetics.
It's just
IQ is genetics. It's all genetics.
Or you just didn't focus
train your mind. Yeah, exactly. You can train your mind, bro.
Yeah, but not at that age. Not really. Not in high level football. You're that.
And probably not that guy either.
Mm.
I'm not gonna not to fucking throw him into the ditch some more. Probably not that guy either, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah. The thing is, both of these lot are rumored to go to Saudi, innit? And you think Jar, you think, okay, 40, 50 million, cool. Maybe something like that. 35 lowest. They say Nunes 70 million or whatever. That funds
you gotta take that money.
Exactly. That does fund Isak.
That's exactly why.
And guess what it is? And guess what that is? It's cash. You gotta think Nunes right now, Nunes is booked.
If they get it from Saudi, right?
When did Nunes come? Is this his third season?
Third season.
Yeah. So he came for about 65 and a half. He probably hit some bonuses. I want to say 70, yeah, because I know he had some.
And he's only on 140 a week, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, if you think of book value, yeah, he's lost. His book value must be if you put 70 divided by 5, then times it by the 3. 70 divided by 5 has got to be something like 12 and a half, maybe 12 million. No,
yeah, it's 12 and a half.
Is it 12 and a half million? So if you times that by 2, in the sum ways,
that's 14. I'm sorry.
I'm sure that it's around 40 million right now.
In his book value, yeah, in the summer, it's going to be about 30 million.
Yeah.
So if you go to cash 40 million, bro, you're laughing. You've made your money, and then obviously
we talked about this months ago. Yeah, Jota, you sell Jota and Nunes, you have it off the books. You're technically in the profit after the sales. It's straight cash, so you don't have to give that money. Say, I doubt Newcastle wouldn't take a large upfront sum from that, but even
they'll take. I'm sure they'll take more than half of it.
The thing is,
if you gave them half of it up front, and then you did like split the payments up after that.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'd take something like that.
Don't do what flipping Arsenal did and do it in 2 payments, like literally like 6. Like what's it, 55? What 52 and a half? 52
well,
and a half.
It locks them up, right? It locks your books up.
But cash, if there's that available,
that's what happened to Newcastle.
You got 120 million.
Exactly what happened to Newcastle.
You'd be like, cool.
Way too much money up front on something like Tonali for that instance, right? And then the next year they're like, "Fuck, we didn't make Champions League, so we can't actually afford this Tonali deal like we thought we could."
Mm-hmm.
And now we have to sell Elliott. Now we have to sell,
They get all that back. Liverpool would probably do like 60 and then have like 2 more payments structured or free. The other 60 is done in like 20 million installments. Like, okay, we get 20, 20, 20.
Yep.
And it's like, that's your 120 done. It's like, cool, there's your 120 and you're going to have cash each month.
Yep.
Liverpool, like, cool, we already got cash reserves anyways and all that. Champions League, the Premier League, when they win that, when they go further in the Champions League, you're going to have so much. They all have, people don't understand, yeah. If Salah is to
they have 2 seasons of cash reserved, bro.
Exactly.
It's mad. So when people talk about, oh, but look at City, they can go spend, but people forget, wait, hold on. They just had a treble season where they won 300 million as well. They're about to go to Club World Cup, probably go far.
Yeah, but people don't understand what City sell.
It's mad, bro.
They are one of the best selling teams in the world right now. Do you see what they're getting for their academy? It's ridiculous.
Man. And their academy players typically do well.
15 million for every one of their academy players.
And they do
minimum
well.
15.
And they do good. And they do well, though. That's the thing as well. They're not bums. You got the
Look at it. Why not get into Dortmund? They're all over the world right now.
Deep it.
Trafford. Liam Delap. Lavia.
That's not the worst part.
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Delap here, Trafford. They get 20% sell-on clauses. All the people that leave.
On top of it.
Get 20% sell-ons and all that kind of stuff. So they make money. Man United have only just started doing that now, by the way. So if in Kimpembe or whatever, we'll get 20.
They made
Mason Greenwood is rumored to go to PSG this summer. We get 50%.
That would be huge for you guys.
Mason
You said
Greenwood. Can you
Greenwood.
imagine Mason Greenwood up front with Dembele and them, man? It's
No.
perfect.
That would be broken.
Aye,
Kubica,
that's-
Dembele, and
That
Barcola.
would be broken as
yeah,
fuck. I'm not even
that
gonna
would
lie.
be the nastiest 4-3-3. The movement, the rotations.
That's
Oh my
what I'm
God.
saying, man. But
Yo,
No.
that team is gonna be disgusting
I
next
don't.
year.
I don't expect
they
them
get
to go
Greenwood.
to Marseille, but the thing is, Marseille's made a lot of signings. And then they're gonna make Champions League, so they might be all right. But it's like,
Yeah.
if they have to sell someone for 100 M's, they're selling
They
someone
would.
for
They'll
100
do it.
M's.
They'll do it.
They would.
100%.
If they wanted to sell 60, 70 for Greenwood, they'd take it. 60 or 70 for Greenwood, they'd take it.
There's rumors about them trying to buy the sell-on clause because it's too much. Like if they would sell him, but I think United, I'm like, cool. Well, then take 30 million out of that. Then take it for 30 million, and they can go sell him. For what they want.
I would take at minimum 20 to 30.
Yeah,
at minimum 20 million.
But at the season he's having, I wouldn't take 20 million. I'll be like, nah. I'm getting my money.
Yeah,
I'm getting my money.
Yeah, no.
He's going to a top, regardless. He's going to a top club. Even Barcelona room to get him as well. And it's like he's like a cheap. The issue is, I bet a lot of clubs in England look at him thinking, "Why did you have to do what you had to do?" Even I think,
Bro,
if we,
they
if
all
we,
for you.
Nah,
Do you
yeah,
realize your entire this is all because of Greenwood. This
Oh,
entire
yeah, yeah,
situation. Because Ten
'Cause,
Hag ball works with Greenwood. That's
it's
the
not even
sad
that.
thing.
Even if he got sacked, I'm thinking if we had Amarim, I have my striker already.
Yeah.
Don't need no one else.
I'm telling you, if
I don't
Greenwood's
even
there,
know
it
if
doesn't
that,
get
but
to
here's the
Amarim.
thing is, I don't know if it even gets to that.
It doesn't.
Because it might have been, I think Ten Hag might have gotten something out of the kid. Like,
Yeah, but I think once players have kind of started down tooling, it don't matter what you do. You're down
that's true
tooling.
too. But I don't know if it even gets to that. Is the point though, Cass?
No,
Is my
so
point.
because Anthony comes in after Greenwood, right?
No, Anthony wouldn't come. Yeah. He wouldn't have never come.
Exactly. So
that's
that's 70
huge.
mil that you spend on.
That's huge.
You get a
but
real
the thing
center
is,
back.
we would have got Timber. We wouldn't have got Martinez.
Don't
We
do
would
it
have
to
still
yourself.
got Casemiro. It's mad, isn't it? No, we'll never take him back. We got a buyback clause for him for like 25 million, but something stupid. But the thing is, he would never be welcomed in England ever again.
He's
Yeah.
not allowed back in England.
I'm
like
right.
that, bro.
Yeah. He can't. Chelsea's not going to go get him. Liverpool's not going to go get. You'd be a brave club to go get him. You know,
You'd have to be, very
I
brave.
mean,
club to go
his
get.
car will get bottled. Everything. You just know it, innit? You just know it.
I just don't know
City
if he
could
would
try
do
it.
it. Even then, I don't know if he would do it because
City would try
you
it.
would have to. You yourself would have to have an extreme.
But right
amount
now,
of-
if I'm looking at United, yeah, it's like, do I trust these lot? Would they pull the trigger to buy him back?
No.
they wouldn't.
Yeah, but if you, I say all the time, I wonder what club takes
The
a chance.
PR would be too bad for that for any club to do it. It would be way too bad.
I wouldn't welcome him. I don't want him nowhere near the club, man.
I mean,
Don't think-
I don't disagree with you whatsoever.
Don't know why
I just know what the way that English media works. No way anybody would be able to bring that kid back. Anybody. But I think we'll call it here. Oh no, we got our game we're gonna play. A yay or nay. Okay. And Cass, I want this to be as like realistic as possible for you. Okay, so like
oh yeah,
obviously, like you're gonna take a lot of players, but I want it to be like, would it actually happen kind of situation? Okay.
go on.
So I'm gonna give you a few players. You can just say yay or nay and what your reasoning is. Okay. Let's start with Bournemouth. No, not Bournemouth. Forest. Ola Aina. Yay or nay?
Yay. I think he's sick.
He's on a free.
He's a good player.
So you take him.
My club, nah. Don't. He's not the player I need.
Okay. Johan Bakayoko. Yay or nay?
No.
I'm gonna give you an easy one. Cunha.
Oh yeah, easy.
So can you give me like the reasoning behind why you think Cunha would be a good fit?
Because left hand's the perfect position for him, isn't it? He's athletic, strong. He's got goals in him. He's creative. It's easy. He's got legs. Perfect.
it's that spot.
Like a T. If we don't go in for him all out, yeah, because I know we tried to get him last summer, but we didn't have the cash for it. You don't try to go all out for this guy, yeah, him and Osimhen. What's the point of the attack? There's no point. There is no point. Just scrap it. If you can't sell enough quickly enough and use whatever you've got to go get them to as first signings, I don't know for this club, bro.
Do you think that they go Osimhen, try to go Osimhen over Delap?
I hope so. I don't want the lap. The lap's overrated, man. I don't buy into this hype. I think he will turn into a good striker regardless. Probably does better in a better team. But I ain't for this guy, man. This guy is just all flicks and little bits and tricks. And I don't know why people are fooled by this, brother. Not me, though. Not me.
So you would
not.
take Osimhen?
I'd rather go Osimhen, yeah, 100%. I don't want the lap. How can you even compare the lap to
Hey,
Osimhen?
you're talking to the wrong guy. I'm the Osimhen. I'm big on Osimhen, man. Like whoever gets Osimhen, in my opinion, is getting top of the class of strikers, in my opinion. But you got to be able to give him service, right? Like, so do you believe it? Do you believe that it's more likely that you guys go for Osimhen rather than like a Gyökeres?
At the moment, it's looking likely just because he's that much cheaper. I think right now, what I just want to, you know what it is? I want an aerial beast.
Yeah, that's what I want too.
So it's like, that's why I want Osimhen more. I just want an aerial. I just want someone that's just like, I can put a cross in. I said, more time than less, he's going to dominate that centre back.
You got something to say, Link?
Yeah. We've been talking about Isak, but I have a sneaky suspicion or just a feeling that Liverpool's going to be in for Sesko this summer.
Sesko?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I feel like we have a better relationship with Leipzig.
Well, duh.
Because Jurgen
No shit.
That even the previous transfers. So I can see that, and that would be
that's a good name for you. How about Sesko?
Yeah, especially if Isak doesn't leave.
No.
Oh man, I'm running out. I can't think of. Oh, let's do it with the Bournemouth lineup. Would you take Kluivert?
No.
I think Kluivert would actually be a good left 10, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure, but he's not my first choice, and he's nowhere near. He's not the levels, man, that I'm looking at.
How about Semenyo?
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm right there with you. How about Lookman?
Lookman, yeah, I'm having him, yeah. I think, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think I prefer Semenyo than Lookman.
That was going to be actually my next question. Which one of the two do you prefer, Semenyo?
So, who's your ideal striker for this system?
Osimhen. Osimhen, straight up.
Me too.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, I've been.
Yeah, nobody else.
The crossers that we have on this team, on Chelsea, Osimhen would eat.
Yeah.
He would eat, bro. He would eat.
I think United are going to go all out to get Quenda. There's that rumored price of like 30 million or whatever it is, isn't it? 33 million is rated at.
Do you think you go for anybody else from I
want Tyler Dibbling, bro. If they get relegated,
no. From Sporting. I know Dibbling will probably be on the list.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone else. Not anyone that interests me other than Gyökeres, isn't it? But other than that, yeah, I'm not really interested. The wing back situation is like, I just want someone.
How about center back? Do you have any need? Do you think you're gonna have any need at center back?
Actually, there's one actually. I forgot. Diamonde. But I think he's going to be too much money. I don't see you in this. I don't think he leaves.
Million for Diamonde.
Diamonde sounds like one of them players like Leipzig get rid of Lukeba and then they bring in Diamonde.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah. That's that sort of move. I don't see it any other way personally. But right now I want to see Euro transition into the middle centre back. I'm still happy with Mazraoui. I'm still happy with De Ligt playing out wide for now. I still want to see how Heaven. If you bought him for a reason,
right?
Oh, play him then. Play him. Let's see what he can do. I agree. I don't think Martinez makes it past next window, not the one coming up, the one after that. He's going to be back for the summer anyways, but I don't see how he works out.
I mean, he was playing really well, though. He was probably one of your better.
He started to, innit? But it's just, again, don't mind if it's there for the low block, depending on the opposition, but he's not going to be my first choice. I like the fact of having big centre-backs that are athletic, that can cover ground.
I don't disagree with you whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't mind moving the low into a right centre back option if need be. I don't mind Harry Maguire being the central centre back
Do you
backup.
think you need two wing backs this summer?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you can't have two. The thing is, I know Ahmad can cover. Don't get me wrong, but it's like cool. You got Dorgu. Let's see what Dorgu can. He had one of his worst games today, in my opinion. But he's injured. They don't want to say it, but he had to stay on that pitch. He's injured. He tweaked something on his I think on his hammy or his thigh, one or the other, somewhere around that region. Anyways,
He's going to be out for 3 games anyways, so that might leave
So it doesn't matter. This is. But it's like he tweaked something.
Unless he misses the second leg of Sociedad, right? That would be the only game that he could.
The best thing about next thing in Sociedad is that we got a Garte as well in it. This is the sort of games I'm like, I need a Garte clamp, just clamp, man, please, just clamp, man. Like I don't need anything else. Collier, anyone. So it's not bad. Kobe might be back, might not be back.
It just sucks that you guys went for a Garte instead of Burge. If you had Burge right now,
I like Berg a lot. I like a Garte because the thing is like when I pick a squad,
you could have both, and it would be a good combo.
Because you know when it comes to big games, the first name I'm thinking of, I'm playing a Garte, bro. If I have an Agarte and someone that can literally play ball in the center that can cover with him, I think he thrives. I don't think you notice him as much. He just does that job.
Yeah, it's the problem with that though. Is right now he's playing next to like Bruno and stuff. And Bruno,
if you have progressive players next to Agarte, you don't. That's
you
why
need another sitter that can distribute the ball.
Collier
next to Agarte.
Collier.
I just haven't watched.
Collier is more of a. For me, I think he's more of a ball carrying 6. He likes the first phase.
Yeah, you need a distributor, like a real DLP.
Yeah, but that's the 8. Yeah, deep line play. That's why you need a new 8. I don't look at it as the 6. I look at it as the 8. That he likes the 8 being the distributor, the one that's going to ping. But then that's why I'm saying, like, I wonder who that's.
It's Humlin for him that does that. Though.
Pillman, yeah, I don't want him.
I know, but I'm just saying that's who it does. That's who does that for him.
There's bare players like this. Angelo Steeler. You know, one of them players. He's perfect.
Great name. I just don't know. I don't know if that guy leaves Germany.
That guy, the brother's leaving. If the money's there, he's leaving. The brother's Turkish, / German. He's leaving, all right. Like it's just Stuttgart. I mean, them man love their P, innit?
Nah, I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it. It's Turkish.
Awful this year, man. They're not awful, but they're not as good. I don't think they're gonna get
Champions League last year.
Do you get it? So,
would you take Enzo Malloy?
I like Malloy.
Malloy would be a great option for you on that in those 10s, bro.
Nah, you know who I want there? I want Chris Rigg.
Isn't he Chris Rigg?
Sunderland. Give me Chris Rigg. He can play everywhere. See this brother, yeah. When I'm talking about when people say in football,
you've been talking about this kid for a while. I'm gonna have to watch him.
See this IC1 monster, yeah, for his age, yeah. He is insane. This is what I say. 17.
I haven't watched any championship football.
He is crazy with it.
Last year, I was on the Jack Clark. I was watching Jack Clark in the championship. I'm not. He's not that good though.
I don't think he's all that, but he's still very young in it. No, it's Chris Rigg, bro. If I'm looking, we've been scouting him all year. I hope Sunderland do not get promoted. Otherwise, there's no point. Yeah, they can't get promoted. If they get promoted, that sucks. So
would you play Dibbling in the 10, or would you play him on the wing?
Both. How about you and Ahmad switch in game? How about that? You do both. How about I can actually finally rest Ahmad? Oh, who's gonna play that? Quenda's gonna play on the right and Dibbling's playing there. Ahmad needs a rest. Cool.
I didn't see that, Vaster. You should send me a link for that. I don't know.
Who?
I have to watch this kid, Chris Rigg.
Chris Rigg's so good, bro. Every top club want this, brother.
Okay, I'll have to take a look and watch this kid. All right. Well, that's the show for today. I appreciate everybody coming on.
Hey, watch Liverpool be in for Dibbling too. I feel like we have to be predators. Pause in the this window.
Link, Link.
Kudos in that, man. Let me get my English players, man. Allow it. Leave them alone. That brother. If we get them 2 brothers, I say, you know what? For the next few years, if you get them as your young bucks and Quenda, I'll be like, you know what?
Link, I want Salah to leave, not because I think like he's like this unbelievable player that's going to continue to run the league for the next few years, But I want Salah to leave just so I could see what that would look like for your football team and how you would replace him. Like, to me, that's interesting. I want to see what that thought process is behind. That's why I've said, and you know this, Link, for the last 8 to 10 episodes. I've said Liverpool's window this summer is the most interesting window in football. Right behind it is Manchester United.
He can't hear, by the way. He said.
I didn't hear a word that either of you guys just said the last 2 minutes.
Okay, so basically, I just said your window is the most interesting window in all of football. Liverpool's window, and I've said this for the last 7 to 8 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
I want Salah to leave Liverpool, not because I think that he's gonna. No, listen. I want to see. I want to see what this group will do to try to replace him. That will be interesting to me. When you replace, we're going to be replacing a Jota, Nunez, and Salah in one window. Like, that's the kind of thing I want to see what happens. That's interesting to me.
Bro, the thing is, if they don't get Isak, Salah leaves, Sesko, and they get Kudus, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care about Sesko. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really gonna give a toss. But if they go get Isak and keep Salah and say we're gonna bring Kudus in, and then get a Sesko, I'll be like, oh fuck. Fuck. I'll be doing that. I'll be like,
I could see the way I see it with them. If they do it, it would have to be like, to me, it's either one or the other. It's either Isak or João Pedro, in my opinion. That's one of the two places they go, in my opinion, is Isak or João Pedro, right? They go one of the two places there, right? And then they get two wingers, two right wingers, a Kudus. And I've said this for a while. I think it's going to be Pedro, Kudus, and
come on,
one of Kubo, Bakayoko, one of these 30 million pound wingers, 40.
I think if Mbeumo is smart,
Mbeumo, that's a great name.
If he's smart, he goes. If Newcastle keep everyone and he goes Newcastle, they've got one of the most dangerous front threes in the whole entire league by a long shot. Imagine Gordon, Mbeumo, and Isak running at your team. They've got goals everywhere.
That'd be terrifying.
All they need to do is get themselves a right wing or a centre back. They look like they're gonna get James Trafford, so they got that bit sorted, and then maybe another centre mid cover somewhere, maybe. But if they do that, it's mad.
They got a great team if they do.
They could use with the Elliot Anderson right now.
Bro, you'd be cooking right now.
He would have been. I told fucking Specs that though. Elliot Anderson's actually the profile of midfielder you need in this team.
Yeah, he's hard running.
Tonali's not actually the profile you need at all. You never needed. You really didn't need Tonali. You had Miley. You had Gomeres. Like, I think Gomeres gets sold this summer.
Potentially. But where does he go? Where does he go? I don't think he goes City anymore.
Arsenal.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't you dare say it.
Bro, because they still need a left 8, bro.
They're going to sell, and Partey's gone.
They're trying to give him a new deal, to be fair. But Jorginho's going.
Okay.
Even I saw rumors of
if they sold Partey, I could definitely see them.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, if they keep the same midfield and have the same options as this year and put Nwaneri do up their attack instead, I can fully hear it because their midfield ain't really an issue. Like, creative wise, maybe, but if they got Nwaneri there, they got an option in it. Obviously, another year. But if they do up like, cool, we're gonna get a left winger striker. That's all they really kind of need. Maybe they move Lewis Skelly as the left centre mid with another midfielder. And you know what?
I don't think they buy midfield personally.
I reckon they get another left back maybe. If they look at Skelly as a thing, I'll be like, this team might.
They sell Zinchenko, they buy another left back. That's
they're buying another left back, and they're still trying to get Zubamendi.
Zubamendi's got Madrid. I'm telling you now, this brother's got Madrid.
That's fine. I'll laugh at that, but
no, it's just I'll laugh at it too. But I just don't think he's going there. I just think he's One thing
I don't think he goes to Arsenal either.
If he goes to Arsenal, that will piss me off more than Bruno. Nah, you probably wouldn't, to be fair. But
Nah.
Zubimendi and Rice is a cheat code.
I'm not the. I like Zubimendi, but I don't think he's this player that was like gonna make Arsenal that much better, bro. Like
he does.
I don't believe that.
His air, he's good. He's good in the
what
air.
They need is
but
even with Zubimendi, they still need it's their attacking options. To me, is
but here we are. Sometimes it's like it's clear as day that Arteta likes a deep line 6. Yeah, Jorginho's out. Imagine having a deep line kind of Jorginho that's got more legs and better in the air. But passing is pretty much just as good. You're fine. They're fine. It's everything that goes forward. But that's the thing is, if they got more of a robust midfield, but they improve on their attack, their midfield creativity, it's gonna be covered more time because they got new striker. Maybe it's a Gyökeres. Who knows? Maybe they go get left winger. It could be a Lookman. You're like, hold on. If I'm thinking of Erdegaard, Wanyeri as option, let's just say that. Rice, Zubimendi, then I've got a Lookman, and let's just say Gyökeres or Osimhen with Saka. You're thinking, oh my fucking god, I don't want to play against that. That's long. You don't think of creativity no more. Do you get it? Because if Erdegaard goes out, it's like, cool, I trust Ranieri to do the job now. Maybe he can also cover Saka if need be, if he needs a rest, because he trusts him. Yeah. And then you still got your Trossard to come off the bench. You still got Havertz come off the bench if need be. You're thinking, oh shit. The thing is, they could get this window so right and have a really monstrous season. The same way anyone can, man. See, next year is going to be so interesting, you know. We say this pretty much every season, but it's like, if I feel like a lot of the signings teams make are going to make sense for that team. Now we're going to see who can coach. The thing is, I expect Liverpool to drop off regardless a little bit, but just that little bit, not too much, just that little bit.
I don't think it's a drop off necessarily. I just think that everybody else is going to be a little bit better.
But if they get a little bit better, that just means naturally they drop off anyways, even if they're playing that the way they do. But it's just, I think it's natural for someone to, like Liverpool anyways, to maybe have a little drop off because it's like they're still sorting out their situations and whatnot. Maybe, I don't know, but if they can continue.
It just depends on what happens, bro. It depends on what type of stability happens.
Salah could just, you know, when players get a little bit older, one season and the next season, that drop off is insane.
Hey, this is a contract year. Everybody forgets he's playing like this because he wants his bag. Once he gets his bag, he could be done.
But that's going to be Trent, isn't it? When Trent leaves, then wages are going to go into Van Dijk and Salah's pockets.
Yeah.
Touchline, I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. The way that people in Spain talk about Zubimendi, bro, it's not the same way you, man, talk about Zubimendi.
Yeah, but they do, though.
My family watches Spanish football. Like, my friends watch Spanish football. When they talk about this guy, they talk about him as he's a above average player that can play at the highest level. But I'm just saying, I don't know if that translates all the way to the Premier League.
It will, man.
Wise, he's not known for his.
Yeah, but Jorginho's not physical, and he does all right.
Jorginho, the reason why Jorginho never won a league is because he's not physical. He could get pressed off the ball like anybody, like nobody. He falls over as soon as he gets pressed. That was my biggest worry with Jorginho.
I'm not looking forward to seeing Nico Gonzalez and Rodri play together.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass because Nico Gonzalez is an actual physical midfielder.
You know they're trying to get Verts, isn't it? Like they're going all out for Verts. I fucking hate this club, you know. This is where I should be. Should be me. I should have players. My club should have to be at the position now where they have suites for players because they want to come and stay at the training because they can't stand their wives or they're knackered. Do you get it? That should be me.
No.
I was there. Why did Fergie sell it? He is prick, man. He's a prick.
It's not just Fergie though, bro. It was an institutional failure.
Do you not understand? No, do you not understand? Yeah, the club got sold over a horse
to the Woodwards.
None of Woodwards, bro. The ex-owners of United, yeah, they fell out with Fergie.
Glazers, I mean to the Glazers.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But he forced to sell because over a horse, bro. Over a fucking horse.
I don't understand. How does that happen?
I can't bother to go into it because it will go on forever. But go look at it.
We can do it another time.
Over a horse. I can't believe it. The guy
we're starting off, but I'll say after a year, Hughes better fucking do something this summer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who?
Pubes. Richard Pubes.
Oh, Richard Pubes.
Oh, Pubes got a big deal Pubes got a big summer ahead of him, bro. That man got a big.
Because
And
it
he
already
better
looks like
pull
he
that.
messed up
He
twice.
better. This is Cass. This is my theory. Okay. This is my
Kirkers, he's
theory.
getting Kirkers though, isn't it? They're gonna get Kirkers.
Yeah, but he's going to go to his 2021 bag of players that he went and was going for. And he's not going to look at anybody that was performing over the last few years outside of his 2021 list of players that he has. If you go back to 2021 of who Liverpool were linked with, look at quite similar. Just all I'm saying. Look at real fucking similar. Is all I'm saying. Bro, this with Chelsea, the cool thing is two of the players that we can be most excited for, we already own. So it's like when Andre Santos comes back, he is playing he's playing at the level of João Neves right now. Like him and João Neves, if you look at their rankings of like performance levels over the course of the year, he is right at the same level as João Neves, eye to eye with that fool. And I think he's more well-rounded because he can play the six like consistently. Okay. First, he that's the future six for Brazil right there. The Andre Santos. He's future six for Brazil. He was a captain for the World Cup, U20 World Cup team. Like he is going to be a baller. And this Esteval kid is just lightning in a bottle.
Well,
Let's
you
see
talk
what
about
we-
physicality. Let's see if his physicality reaches. He might turn out to be
Bro,
another Lucas
He wants to
Moura,
be
bro.
Neymar, bro.
He might be
Bro,
Lucas
I'm
Moura.
okay with what lightning in a bottle. Let's see what we can do.
I remember us being linked to Lucas Moura in 2012, and when I told you, yeah, I wanted this man so bad, so bad.
Lucas
And now,
Moura, bro.
but
One thing that's a little bit different why I can't say Lucas Moura level is because he has more GA than anyone his age has ever had in that league. And there has been a lot of players who have came out of that fucking league. And to me, that league is terrible. I watch that shit. It's fun to
I
watch.
can't lie,
It's
that
terrible.
Esteval was ridiculous, though, man. His shots it's got a ridiculous shot.
Bro, ball striking for his age is
It's crazy, man.
It is incredible. It is incredible. And I don't think the one thing that it's different also is he has the frame for him to be bigger.
Wait, that's
like-
what she said, man.
Pause, I guess.
Pause.
But like, it's not like it's he's a diminutive. He's just a little skinny, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's small. He's just a little skinny. Like IQ off the charts, bro. He's a goal scorer, man. Like I just can't wait to see what he can do. And then you bring in a striker. Hopefully, I'm opposed to Liam Delap. Like I don't want Liam Delap, but if we get him, I'm going to support him. Like that's the type.
If you get him, I'm just gonna call it what it is. You just got another Nico Jackson just in the striker position, man.
So, Cass, are you going to Gibraltar soon?
What?
That's the name of the horse, right? Gibraltar? Rock of Gibraltar?
Oh shit! All right. On that note, I appreciate. We've been an hour and a half. I didn't expect to go this long. I appreciate you guys.
Great show. Thank you, Cass.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on, Cass, every single time. As always, we leave you with Kobe. I'm gonna get you a new Kobe clip because I can't keep running the same clip. I gotta get a new one.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the f is he talking about?